And the randori is the main thing of the black belt test.
This was a lesson in.
The randori is where the test, that's multiple person attack.
You sit on one side of the dojo, 3 guys are facing you, and when he says hajime, begin, they just run at you full speed and just try to take you down.
In my mind, it's sort of the essence of the form. That is to say, the idea of the form is to be able to deal with more than one attacker at a time. I mean, if you're dealing one-on-one, and certainly we train, that's how we train, but the idea is to finish your form ready for another attack. That is to say, finish in a balanced position. The reason for that is, I mean, O-sensei was a product of sword culture, and sword culture was very seldom one-on-one. Sword culture was more often more than one attacker against a single opponent. So you have to put your forms together. That is to say, you have to blend with one attack coming at you, neutralize that attack, and then immediately be prepared to deal with the next attacker.
You know,
it's an exercise in freeing yourself up, of thinking about all these things, of thinking about how your knee hurts, or how this last time this guy clubbed me from the side, or any of that.
If you think, it's too late. If you take the time to make a decision, it's too late. If you hang on to that and you stand in, you think you know, or in other words, your own arrogance or egotism, if you want to call it, if you stand in that, you'll get smashed. And that's the value of the randori, because basically when they says go, these are 3 guys that are one breath away from being in reality on the street. I mean, there's been situations, I think, on the street that I would want rather than this.
You can't be thinking fear, not fear, anything.
It's a matter of relieving yourself of having to worry about anything, and being able to deal with whatever situation they can throw at you, whatever 3 minds and the dynamics of 3 people coming at you at full speed can do.
About the infinite number of ways to attack you, to grab you, to punch you, to kick you. And when I say that, I mean that they were free to do that. They could punch, grab, kick, spit, bite, whatever they wanted to do. Of course, on the other hand, you were allowed to do that too.
He didn't even care so much in the randori if you even did a technique. He didn't care what it was you had to do. Whatever it was, as far as he was concerned, that was it.
You just have to do, and you have to do it very quickly.
The main thing is being there in the moment and dealing with nothing but what's there.
When you got more than one person coming at you, and they are all coming at you with the same intent and simultaneously, you don't want to get captured, and you certainly don't want to be taken to the ground.
In that instant, he wants you to think, this is life and death.
For real. And it gives you an opportunity to understand what letting go is all about.
The world doesn't change for anybody. I don't care if you're a woman, I don't care if you're a baby. The world doesn't change. The evil doesn't change out there. All those things that we have to face don't change. Okay? The only way we can teach anybody is by being real. All right? If he can stand up, that's good. If he falls, we'll make him stand up again and again and again. All right? There's no favorites in the dojo. There's no women. There's no men. There's no old people. There's no young people. You come up for showdown, everything is the same. Begin!
That's 120 pounds is going to have a tougher time dealing with these 3 Mack trucks that are coming after. You know, it doesn't matter. It's what's inside, what you have, your character, and that's what's going to come out in the test. And
you're sitting there and you're trying to like prepare, and you're trying to relax your body, and you're trying to just clear your mind so that everything is, whatever it is that comes to you, can deal with it. It's hard to do. It's hard to relax. It's hard to breathe because you've just been doing techniques and you're a little bit winded, and he can say hajime at any time.
I'm always looking at them as one. See? I'm trying to string them out. watching him. And if I have to move, if I have to run, I'll stop and start. I'll come in here, make him think he's got me. Come this way. But as they grab me, one thing I'll never do is let them have me inside. What I'll always try to do is keep that myself.
Going to the ground is not the option. That's not what he's looking for.
You take the test and it's over in a second. If you could stay up, if you could control the three people, if you got to the point where he felt you were controlling those people, then you passed. I mean, that was it. You know, you went through the fire and you came out the other side.
At the end of the day is that poor Matsuoka got his tooth knocked out and another got his shoulder separated, and I had gotten poked in the eye, and it was amazing. And we were all over that dojo. We had jumped over the office furniture. We had come under the student bench.